Beneath the surface of vitamin B12's better-known roles lies a quietly ticking clock, homocysteine, an amino acid whose levels in the blood are exquisitely sensitive to B12 status. While homocysteine itself is a normal intermediate in methionine metabolism, persistent B12 deficiency can cause it to accumulate silently, raising the stakes for cardiovascular health, cognitive function, and even longevity. This underappreciated connection, often overshadowed by cholesterol or blood pressure in discussions of heart and brain health, represents one of the most consequential yet hidden dimensions of B12 biology. In the methylation cycle, B12 serves as a cofactor for methionine synthase, the enzyme that recycles homocysteine into methionine. Without sufficient B12, this conversion stalls and homocysteine begins to build up in the bloodstream. Elevated homocysteine is far from benign. It directly damages the delicate endothelial lining of arteries, promotes oxidative stress, and enhances blood clotting tendencies, all of which raise the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and peripheral vascular disease. Unlike traditional lipid markers, homocysteine often escapes routine screening, leaving many with silent vascular injury progressing year after year. The cardiovascular implications alone would make this puzzle worth solving, but the story deepens in the brain. High homocysteine levels are increasingly recognized as a risk factor for cognitive decline and dementia. The mechanisms appear multifaceted. Homocysteine can impair cerebral blood flow, trigger microvascular damage, and promote neurotoxic effects that accelerate neuronal loss. Studies have shown that individuals with elevated homocysteine have a significantly greater risk of developing Alzheimer's disease and other dementias, even after adjusting for other health factors. Alarmingly, this neurovascular damage may begin well before obvious symptoms emerge, making homocysteine a true silent threat. Complicating matters further is the fact that serum B12 tests, which many clinicians still rely on, often fail to detect functional deficiencies that can cause elevated homocysteine. Individuals with borderline or even normal B12 levels may have impaired cellular uptake or inactive B12 analogs that render methylation pathways sluggish, letting homocysteine quietly climb. As a result, a normal B12 test doesn't guarantee safety from homocysteine-driven damage. Only measuring homocysteine or methylmalonic acid can reveal the full picture. What makes this hidden relationship both mysterious and hopeful is its potential for intervention. Research has repeatedly shown that restoring adequate B12, particularly when paired with folate and vitamin B6, can lower homocysteine levels, reduce endothelial dysfunction, and potentially slow or prevent vascular and cognitive complications. Unlike many pharmaceutical strategies, this approach addresses the root biochemical imbalance rather than merely managing downstream consequences. Yet despite decades of research linking homocysteine, B12, and disease risk, mainstream medicine often overlooks homocysteine testing outside of specialized cardiovascular or neurology clinics. Many patients at elevated risk, such as older adults, vegetarians, people with digestive disorders, or those on long-term acid blockers, never have their homocysteine checked, missing a valuable opportunity to catch and correct a silent driver of vascular and cognitive decline. Recognizing the B12, homocysteine puzzle invites a powerful shift in perspective. It reframes heart and brain health not only as a matter of lifestyle or genetics, but also as a question of micronutrient sufficiency. By uncovering and addressing subtle B12 deficiencies, we gain an elegant, foundational tool to support the health of our arteries, preserve cognitive vitality, and age more gracefully. This quiet, behind-the-scenes work of B12 deserves a central place in our strategies to protect the very systems that keep us thinking, feeling, and moving through life.